Now, please listen to this as I help you understand. In order for you to create wealth, there are different ingredients that you have to put together. Those are called laws, principles, secrets. And it takes time to begin to study all of them and put them together. So, for instance, there are people that are very good cooks, but they can only cook some particular set of meals. And even though they are very good cooks, when you now tell them to come and cook another set of meals, they have to learn the ingredients and the rudiment and the process. So when it comes to wealth creation, there are ingredients. They are all listed here that will help you to be able to create wealth. Once you understand that ingredient, it will go a long way in helping you. Now let me show you something. If you meet with a chef, maybe you go to a meeting, you go to a restaurant, you go somewhere, and then you enjoy a nice meal, and then you love the meal. By virtue of the fact that you are matured, you have a good palate, and you've probably been in kitchen, you can assume the ingredients and say, I can see oil, I think there'll be salt. You can assume, but you may be wrong. But now, if you now want to prepare that meal, you can't prepare that meal by assumption. So you now get to the chef and say, please, can you help me with this? Can I have your ingredients? Now, the chef can write out the ingredients and hand it over to you, but that still does not mean you can cook, even though you know the ingredients. Now, the chef can go a step further and tell you the process and say, you know what, put this, cook it for 250 watt, and then after 5 minutes, put this, put that. That's what a cookbook is. But people have used cookbook and nothing came out of it. But there's another realm where you cannot say, you know what, mentor me. And the chef will take you into his kitchen and lead you and guide you on how to use and apply the ingredients. That is the missing link in the life of many people. Many of you have read all the books in this world. There is nothing I'm saying that you don't know, but you are still poor. Why? Because you don't know how to combine the ingredients. You think that because you have the chef's menu, you are okay. And you are not ready to get connected to the chef so that he can hold you by the hand. You see, when someone tells you what to do, before they came to the conclusion that that is what should be done, they have made mistakes and they have done a lot of experiments that led them to that conclusion. Even though they are giving you the final answer, in order to arrive at that final answer, you will now start making mistakes. But they won't write that in the book. That's why many of you have read books, you practice it, it did not work. And you are now saying, oh, this is fake, it's a scam. It's not a scam. You are not connected. So when you get into the world of finances, one thing I will advise every one of you to do is to get a mentor. Try as much as possible to connect to people within your environment that are rich, that are wealthy, that are doing well, that can guide you. If you are in a career path, have career mentors. If you are in a particular business, go to people that have started the business before you. Have mentors in those areas, so that when you get into trouble, you eat a snack, you eat a place where you are confused, they can help you and say, no, don't worry, do it this way. So there are what? Ingredients for wealth creation. They call it principles. Now listen to this before I move to the next point. The ingredients for wealth creation are universal. They are called principles. But even though the principles are universal, the application of those principles, they are personal, contextual, and geographical. Because if you have gone around the world, rice is rice. Have you noticed that? Rice is rice. Bread is bread. So you have all kinds of rice. But rice is rice. To cook rice is cook rice. It's the same thing. Except you now want to go into different variation, fried rice, jollof rice, coconut rice. Rice is rice. But you see, even though rice is rice, bread is bread. When you now get into your own kitchen, depending on whether you are using stove or gas or firewood, depending on the size of your pots, depending on a lot of factors, you will have to still go through a different process for your own rice, even though it is rice. Hello? So that's the same thing about wealth creation. The principles are universal. But in order to apply those principles, number one, they are personal. You have to look at your own personal life and how it relates to that principle. Number two, they are contextual. You have to look at your own context. Because listen, if everybody here now, let me assume now that I come here now and I say, you know what, I'd like to help everybody. Every one of you, I'm giving you $1 million. Now, the very minute I give you the $1 million, how much did I give everybody? $1 million. The very minute I give you that $1 million, in less than 1 second, you will not all have $1 million. Why? Somebody is owing 100,000. So when I give you 1 million minus what you owe, you are at 900 already. If you are a tither, another 100 gone, you are at 800. Are you seeing now? Even though I gave all of you the same thing, but if I give all of you 1 million and somebody already has 1 million, it's already at 2 million. So there is no way you can say somebody is your mate. Hey, we're in the same class. No, stop. No, nobody is your mate. You are in a class all by yourself. Face your life. And don't compare yourself with anybody. So the principles will meet you based on your context. So it's not the principle that is the problem. But once the principle lands, it is personal, contextual, and geographical. Because if I give you $1 million now, you don't spend dollar here. You have to change it to Ghana cedi. By the time you go to that exchange rate, stories are started. Somebody else that is going to another country to change it, before you know it, the $1 million is breaking into geographical currencies. Hello? Number 7. There are vehicles for wealth creation. There are vehicles for wealth creation. If you are going to create wealth, the same way you all came here from different routes, there are vehicles. Now, let me ask a question. And please, before you answer the question, think before you answer. The first step in examination success is understanding the question. That's the first step. To pass any exam, once you go to an exam hall, the first thing is, do you understand the question? Because state 5 characteristics. What are they asking for? 5 characteristics. State 5 stages of. They are not asking for characteristics. They are asking. So if you don't understand the question, you're already in trouble. Hello? And one of the things that people don't even understand is, once they give you an exam sheet, I'm just helping because I see students here. Before you start reading the question, read the instruction. Because instruction may say, answer 4 out of 10. And because you are so spiritual, you're on fire. You now answer 8. And the instruction may be, answer only question 9. But they want to know whether you have attention to details. And the instruction may be, answer all questions with a pencil. And then you carry biro. Because you didn't. So, let me now go to the question. Are you ready? Is it possible? Is it possible to trek from Accra to Lagos, Nigeria? Yes or no? Yes, it's possible. Now, so if I want to go to Lagos town, I therefore have options. Option 1, I can fly 1 hour. Option 2, I can drive, depending on a lot of factors, maybe 12 hours or 1 day. But I can decide to trek and I may never arrive, depending on all factors. So please listen to this now. If I decide to fly to Lagos, somebody else decides to drive to Lagos, somebody else decides to trek to Lagos, who will get to Lagos first? The fly. Now, is that person arriving in Lagos because they are anointed, because they are more intelligent, because they don't have enemies, Because they are more educated. Why are they arriving in Lagos first? Simply because of the vehicle they use. Now, the person that is trekking, even though he has done 100 days fasting and prayer, will he arrive first? No. The person that went by air can be a fornicator and an adulterer. He will still arrive first. The person trekking can be holy and will still be last. Why? Because in this world, life is governed by principles. Hello? When God created this world, that atheist was created by God. That unbeliever was created by God. And as a creator, he has a responsibility to his creation. Whether they serve him or not, whether they believe in him or not, he has a responsibility to them. And that is what he put in place as principles for the perpetuation of his creation. And those principles has nothing to do with redemption. Hello? So if you are now not applying those principles, and you think that just because you are redeemed, you can now disobey the principle, you will suffer for it. So to become wealthy, there are vehicles. So anyone that is relying on salary alone, you are trekking. Are you seeing it now? You are trekking. So why will you choose to trek when you can fly? Hello? A young man came to see me now. When we were on break, I was standing here, so he came. And he said, he bought something, came, saw me, and said that he heard me saying that I have a house in Kaswa, and that do I have a generator in that house that is into the business of generator. So I looked at it, I said, in Ghana, where there is light, you are selling generator. Hello? I said, I don't need generator. There's light, stable light here. Hello? Even if there is problem of light, never reach to go invest that kind of money to be put in there. So you might need to do for another business to do. Because someone in Ghana selling generator is like somebody in America selling generator. It's not village people. You are in the wrong business. You can fast and pray, except you want the whole grid to fail for people to start patronizing you. So how many generators can you sell in a country where there is light? Are you saying now that it's not demon now? It's just understanding the market. So it's okay. So what other business can we come and say? It's not about what business. Is there a market for it? Is it a growing market? Because some people now, you say you work in oil company and you are a fuel attendant at the petrol station. That's not a career. When you travel abroad, you fuel your car by yourself. You go to the pump by yourself. You pay by yourself. To now say I'm in a fuel attendant, I'm waiting for promotion. Oh Lord, promote me. Where? AI is about to ruin your life. That job, you will still lose it. So your promotion will start with you losing that job, becoming jobless, so that your brain can now think of something else to do. Hello? So when we are talking about wealth creation, there are vehicles. And if you get that one, all those things, I know the School of Money is the main. This one is just a specialized book for career people. But the School of Money, everything is inside. So now, I listed all the vehicles in the School of Money. Listen and listen well. So if you are trekking, that means you are a salary earner. So stop depending on salary alone. What I've done with the new book is to say that as a career person, you can also create wealth without having to leave your job. But what you need to do is what this book is all about, to help you know how you can be a career person, you are a career professional, and you still be able to create wealth by doing other things apart from yourself. So those are all the things. And if you have not been around, I've been in this church here for 2-3 days now. I did a series Thursday and yesterday on those 10 points. I think I did like 4 or 5 on how to create wealth as a career person. So I've dealt with some of that. You can get it on their YouTube channel or their Facebook and go and watch it. And then if you buy the book, I already have part 1 to 4. So there's a link in the book that connects you to the video, part 1 to 4, and it connects you to the audio that reviews the entire book. So please, there are vehicles that will lead you to the wealthy place. So the best thing to do now is to sit down and check what you are doing. So if you are trekking, start looking into how you can move from trekking to maybe driving. Hello? And then you can now begin to look into how you can get a flight. Number discovering the pathway to wealth and embarking on the journey guarantees that you will arrive at the wealthy place. Discovering the pathway to wealth and embarking on the journey guarantees that you will get to the wealthy place. Now, please listen. 1,000 good intentions are not as powerful as one action. 1,000 good intentions are not as powerful as one action. An object will remain stagnant until a force is applied. Your life will remain the same way it is until you do something meaningful about it. The journey of 1,000 miles does not begin with a step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step that is taken. So until you take that step, the journey has not begun. Many of you have started the journey inside. I plan to, I hope to, I intend to. And that's what you are for 10 years. You have been planning, hoping, and intending. It's time to give attention to your intention and take the step. Hello? Look, listen. You know why many of you have not done anything? Because you think that your little step is not powerful enough. But 1 is bigger than 0. Hello? Think about what I'm about to say. A tree does not make a forest. But every forest begins with a tree. So who told you are not going to be the pioneer of the new forest? You are waiting for forest to join in order for you to believe that you are important. Take the step and be the first tree and start your own forest. Because everything you are laying claim on today, somebody started it. So let's do practical. Is there any medical doctor, lawyer, or accountant here today? Medical doctor, lawyer, accountant. Anybody like that here? You're a medical doctor, you're an accountant. Okay, so please, what's it? We want to learn. It's not a difficult question. We just want to learn. So are you a doctor, lawyer, accountant? You're a nurse. A doctor. So please stand up. Now, to be a doctor, you went to school, and then the test told you are a doctor. So the first doctor in the world, we are just thinking, the first doctor in the world, what school did that doctor go to? Are you getting it now? Now, some people sat down, they put subjects together, created an entire curriculum to tie you down for 7 years and say they will give you a certificate. The first person that was a doctor, who taught him? Which curriculum did he use? So somebody was the one that started this journey to say, look, I'm going to be a doctor, and I'll start critical, and I'll start bringing people. So what am I saying? You can start your own. God bless you. Do you understand now? You can start your own. So don't think that you must follow what everybody has been doing. Sit down and start. So when you leave here now, look, many of the things I'm saying, to many of you is new, to many of you is not new. You've read books, you have heard it, but why is it not produced? Think. Because you have not practiced it. You are not consistent. When I came in contact with these things in 1998, I started practicing it, and I'm still practicing it. Within 3 years, I saw a change. I said, hey, is this easy? I didn't know it was that easy. Why? Because I didn't practice it. Hello? Now, let me help you. I'm not knocking religion, but let me just help you to see some of the things. How many of you are here? You believe in tithing? Okay. So what is tithe? 10%. So how many of you have been doing that for like 10 or 15 years? Okay. So that means that every income you have made in your life for the past 10 to 15 years, 10% of it has been given to God, your church. So question, are you rich now? Hello? I'm going somewhere. You see, that 10% you were given, you should have also saved 10%. Are you seeing what I'm saying now? You see, when you come to church, the entire 100% belongs to God, not 10. But he says, give me 10. Why? For 2 reasons. Number 1, as an act of worship. Number 2, as an acknowledgement of the fact that I am your source. So he said, Lord, you gave it to me, this just to honor you. Now, are you ready? Between 90 and 10, which one is more? 90. So you gave 10, but by financial illiteracy, you use less than 90. So because you did not know what to do with the 90, nothing has changed. So in that same Bible, where God told you to bring 10%, in that same Bible, it says what? Save. Why did you obey one? You didn't obey the second one. Hello? So if you have been obeying the full gospel, as you are doing 10% tithe, 10% service, 10% tithe, 10% service, things would have been different. But you know why many of you have been tithing? Because in your subconscious mind, the religious software is telling you, if I tithe like this, I will prosper. So it's actually laziness, selfishness, and 419. You are a fraud. So you are not tithing because you really love God or you have understanding. The tithing is like, if I just do this one like this, I can live anyhow. God will just bless me. And you have been waiting. Are you seeing now? Because if you really understand, you will know that the entire 100% belongs to God. You will not have been wasting the other 90 on things you have been wasting it on. Hello? You are using God. And God knows that you are trying to use Him. Hello? So it's time to do what? To act. So once you know what to do and you start doing it, it will help you. I save every season. I don't earn salaries, so I operate on income. But any money I make, I save. Any money I make, it's a law. It's normal. It's not. So I have money everywhere. Hello? I'm in Ghana now. Every money that will come here is not living with me. I'm going to pay it into my account. When they are much, I'll build another house in Ghana. Every country I go to, I open accounts. Once I discover it's a country I want to play, I open accounts. And any money that comes from that country stays in that country. If I go to London now, they give me money. It won't leave London. I'll pay it into my account. America. So when I want to go to America, I don't need money to go. I'll just carry my card. Hello? And I move. When I was coming here, all I did was to carry dollar and carry my Ghana card. When I finish, when I get home, I drop it. When I'm going to America in another 3 weeks, I carry American card. I won't spend Ghana money there. I'll go and spend the American money in America. So I'm not telling you what I do. This is what I practice. Hello? I save. My wife will say, but why will he have money? We have all this money. You just be saving. I know, I understand, but let's do this thing. I say, babe, how old are you? I say, I'm 10 years older than you. I have seen life. Hello? I said, when you are 10 years older, I will remind you of what you are saying now. I say, what you are saying is real to you. I'm not denying your reality, but my reality is not your reality. Hello? I have an 11-year-old boy now. Hello? My first child that I gave birth to is 26 years old. Second child, 24 years old. Then life happens. I now have 11 years old. So that means that add another 14 to that guy's life. That's when he'll be 25. So in the next 40, add 14 years to my life. That's already 70. So at the age of 70, you want me to be running around looking for money? No. Do you get it now? So I will not behave like every other person. My friends know that I'm rich. You this rich man, you are so stingy. I say, no problem, I'm stingy. I don't need an award from you. All these people calling me stingy. All their children have grown, their children are working, they are grandparents. Me, I still have 11-year-old. I will now deceive myself and be saying we are all friends and be following them when I still have university fee to pay for the small boy. He's about to enter year 1 in secondary school now. That's 5 years, 6 years before he enter university. Do you know what that school fees is in dollar? I will now be following you people. I face my reality. Hello? But my wife changed. After COVID, she has changed. Because when COVID happened and we're locked down, we had maybe like 23 people locked down in my house. Do you know what it means to be feeding people every day in COVID? Do you know? But money was flowing. Then one day my wife came into the room and just knelt down. I said, stand up, babe, what's happening? She said, no, I just want to thank you for not being an hypocrite. I want to thank you for practicing what you preach. I want to thank you for being a good husband. I said, where is all this one coming from? He said, I won't say you. I said, but if you have not been saving, see, when this thing started, we thought it was going to be like 2 weeks. Say now it's 3 months and we are still eating, everything is fine. I say, thank you. I said, now you get what I was trying to say. Now my wife is saving money like mad. I say, hey, you too. So many times you need life to teach you lesson, but don't wait for life to teach you. Learn from this one. If you start it, it's only a matter of time. I'm telling you, it's not as difficult as you think. You know why many of you, let me help you see perspective. If you start doing some things now, it will take 10 years for you to see the result. But that's the problem. Many of you are not ready to wait for 10 years. But let me tell you how to wait for 10 years. Look back 10 years. What have you achieved? Look back. The last 10 years, all things work together. That's the scripture you are quoting. All things work together. All things work together. 10 years of your life is gone. So if you have started 10 years ago, by now, you will have reaped. So start now. Hello? Even if you need to go back to school. You say, but you don't understand. I'm already 35. If I go to school now, before I finish, I'll be 43. You will still be 43 without education. Start now. Number 9. Wealth creation is all about maximizing opportunities. Wealth creation is all about maximizing opportunities. Now, let me say some things about opportunities. Opportunities are ladders. Opportunities are steps. Opportunities are doorways. Opportunities are contacts, connections that changes things in your life. It is better to be prepared, waiting for opportunities, than for opportunities to come and meet you unprepared. Anybody you see in this world that is rich and wealthy, if you sit down with them, they will tell you, this opportunity came, that opportunity came, that opportunity came. Their journey is filled with opportunities and connections. Oh, this person helped me, that person gave me this information, that person supported me. That's what life is all about. So if you want to create wealth, you have to be very, very sensitive to opportunities. You have to be what? Sensitive to opportunities. My greatest asset in life right now, when you talk of material things, are my books, my intellectual properties. I've written over 100 books translated in different languages. That's my greatest asset. Next to that is my real estate portfolio all over the world. But I can tell you the majority of the real estate that I have right now, if I tell you how much I spent to buy those things, you will be amazed that I have houses in America. The highest money I have ever paid to buy a house in America, highest, is $30,000. $30,000. I bought houses in America for $12,000, $14,000. In the days of the economic crunch in 2008, 2009. Between 2009 and 2011, myself and my team, we bought 44 properties in the US. None of it was above 30,000. And I was telling people to come and buy. They said I'm a fraud. Because then we're buying properties in the US for 12,000, 13,000, 15,000. And that was equivalent to about 5 million naira in my Nigerian currency. And you could not get a plot of land for 5 million in some places in Nigeria. So it was difficult for them to comprehend that how can you go to a whole America, buy a whole house, and the money, this guy is a fraud, all these pastors. I did seminars in hotels in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. Not one person, not one customer bought, not one. They were insulting me all over that this guy is a fake. How can he just taking people's money, wants to run away? I had pastor friends that I told about the opportunity that they are selling auction. There are houses for auction. They didn't answer. They say, I want to be a bishop. I want to build this, I want to do that. But those opportunities that I maximize then, there are houses I have in America, I've been collecting rent every month for 14 years. Without faith, tenant has not left. Every month, dollar, every month. So when dollar is going haywire, it's not my business. It's not. Hello? It's painful for those that will suffer it, but it's not my business. When the money comes together again, I buy another one. So please, when I bought the land that I bought here in Accra, I've been coming to Accra, gathering money. Then one day, I got a call from one of the fathers in the land. Hello, is that Olumide Emmanuel? My name is. Told me, bless you, sir. You know, when the father said, I was shaking. Yes, sir, yes, sir. So I just saw you on our station right now. I like what you're saying. I like you. Say that this book, School of Money, is in Ghana. Okay, send them to me. I'm sending somebody to Nigeria. You need to come. You need to come to Ghana. You need to come to that. So they sent somebody to Nigeria. Came to my office. So Papa said, we should come and see you. You need to come to Ghana. He wants you to come and do this, do that. I say, this great man of God, me. It's okay. So I came. So he said he wanted me to come every 3 months to train and to see that they want to, that is all this deliverance prophetic. He wants to change, that he wants people to come to this. I say, no problem, sir. But listen. So I came. First meeting, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The whole place was rocking. Then on Saturday, because I told him, I said, look, these things we are doing, sir, that the way it works, that preaching does not help people, is teaching. That's what we preach to inspire them, but let's do a whole day that I will really give them some secret. They can ask questions. So on Saturday, they now planned a whole Saturday, 6 hours. How much did they charge? 100 Ghana cedis. How much? So when I came, I said, sir, 100. That is too small. That is better. That we should make it like $1,000. So that they can, I said, no, we just want to help them. I said, but you are giving them food. You are giving them everything. My people, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we had, somewhere in the region of a combination of over 20,000 people in that meeting. On Saturday, we were less than 500. Yeah, true life story. We were less than 500 on Saturday. The real day. That is why I hate religion. Because many of you are just joking around. You are not serious with your life. On Saturday, when we were less than 500 people, I said, and according to the plan, they said he doesn't leave his service on Sunday for people. It's only big people that preach. So when we finish, he said, can you do first service tomorrow morning? I said, no problem, sir. If you want me, anything you want, sir, no problem. So the person that came to Nigeria to see me, and I said, that they say I'm doing first service tomorrow. He said, you, first service, Sunday morning. He told you that. I said, yeah, that's what he said. He said, that you must have touched a nerve. That is only these people that preach here on Sunday morning. I said, well, that's what he said. He said, because the second service, there are some dignitaries that are coming. I said, no problem. By the time I finished first service, he said, you have to do every service. But I'm going somewhere. I want to bring 2 things out for you. 2 things. On Sunday morning, while I was preaching, I felt led to raise an offering. And I raised an offering of $1,000 per person. To God, over 300 people came out. That was $3.something million. How much is that? Am I wrong? That's over $3 million in one service. They came out. At that point, I got angry. So I said, come, hold on. I said, hold on, please. This is verifiable. It's on video. Because they came, I said, okay, bring oil, we're going to just touch. Because I thought I would just anoint few people. When I saw that, I said, if I start anointing 300 people, the service is over. I will not do second service. I said, hold on. I said, please, I beg you. I said, this is the problem I have with church. I said, where were you people yesterday? Where were you people from Wednesday? Now you are giving 1,000, thinking that because I'm a rich man, When I anoint you, you become rich. I say, you can't be rich by $1,000. Never. So you can carry your money now and go and sit down with your poverty. I say, you can't. If they are not going to invite me, let them not invite me again. I'm not going to be involved in all this religious nonsense. I'm only raising this one because I'm led. But see you people now, I'm not led again. I said, because this is why you people ruin this thing. Why are you coming out to give 1,000 when you were not here yesterday to learn what will change your life? Then the Papa came, took the microphone and said, see, have I not been telling you people? See, you people are the one that will make us to be sinning. You will not follow the truth. No, it was an amazing. And then when I finished, it was a good meeting. So they gave me money, big money. So when I collected the money, I told myself, you don't have land in Ghana, you don't have house in Ghana. It's not every time you see this kind of money. Oh. That is the highest money you have ever collected since you have been coming to Ghana. It's better to tie it down. So I called Dotun. Thank God you are here. Please stand up. That's the man that got me my land. So I called him. I said, see how much they gave me. Oh, that please take the money, keep for me. I need to open accounts. That this money I must buy land. That's how he got the land. He's the one that built my house. I came there every 3 months. For all the money they gave me is what I used to buy land and build a house over a 1 year period. Now listen, they don't invite me anymore. Now, if I have been collecting the money and wasting it, thinking that it will be forever, I will not know that the season will come when they will say, oh, this guy has finished the job that we sent him to do. Because now they have bank. Everything I taught them, they now have bank, they have restaurant, they have multiple businesses. Everything I told them, they did, and it's now working. So I finished my job. But that's how many of you have finished job and your life finished with it. Because what came from it, you have not tied down. I have houses in the UK, cash. I bought a house in the UK about 11 years ago. £200,000 cash. Where did I see the money? I didn't steal it. I wrote the School of Money book. And I sent the book to my friend in South Africa, David Molapo. I said, guy, I've written this book. That this book, I want to change the whole world. That's why I'm going to be launching this book in every country. So I want you to help me coordinate the launching of this book in South Africa. Let's fix a date. Tell me how much it will cost. I want to come and launch the book. Then I get an email. And you know how you will read an email and you think it's a fraud. So I got an email and it said, dear Olumide Emmanuel, we saw your book. Dr. John Maxwell has asked that we invite you to join the faculty of John Maxwell because he's coming on tour of Africa and he wants you to join him to go on tour of Africa to speak. So I'm like, me, who am I? John Maxwell, our mentors. So I didn't reply the something because I can't reply. You know, Nigeria, there's so money 419 so that they will not go and hack your computer. So I called the guy. I said, Molapo, what's happening? He said, oh, you've gotten the last. I said, yes. He said, oh, you don't know, I'm the president of John Maxwell Company Africa. I said, I didn't know. He said, when I got your book, he said, we're already in a meeting discussing how John Maxwell will come. We'll go to African countries and train leaders, talk to president and do this. He said, but they were thinking of, so when I saw the book, I showed him. He said, what? Is this guy in America? He said, no. He said, Nigeria. He wrote this book there. Why are we bringing somebody from America? This is local content. They can relate to him more because he's from there. Bring him on board if he's available. That's how they bring me on board. Though. $150,000. Hello? So I went round. That's the first time I entered private jet in my life. I was on TBN that was 2012, 2013. We're going from country to country, different countries, speaking to president. Everywhere when they talk, so let's welcome Olumide Emmanuel. Guess what? Every one of them were speaking for 2 hours. They give me only 30 minutes because it's a small, this black man. It's my 30 minutes that became the breakthrough of the whole meeting. They said, that man, he's the one we want. They were asking for me. They didn't ask for all the people that thought they are the great people. Because when favor speaks, it speaks. So when I got the money, I told myself, it's not every time you can gather $150,000, $200,000 cash in your life. This is an opportunity. Tie it down. I said, no. Help me pay it into London account. The thing landed. I bought a house. That house that I bought for 200,000 is worth almost 500,000 pounds now. It's still there cash. And guess what? I've been collecting rent since then. So when you see me now, you don't know how they get all their money. It's because you don't understand. That's why I'm teaching you now. Many of you, this thing I'm saying now, many of you have had opportunity, but you use the money to do wedding. Now the wedding is over, and you are poor with your girl. Hello? You are doing marriage, people are sewing clothes, and the cloth is older than the marriage. People get married in 3 months, they are divorced. You'll not be telling us, people now, you need to be sensitive. Nobody should be wearing that cloth anymore. Don't be wearing the cloth. You'll be reminding me of my mental health. You are reminding me of the broken. So we paid for the cloth. Oh. You didn't give it to us free. Whether your wedding is over or over, I will wear the cloth until I'm tired. Hello? So what's your opportunity? So in closing, covenant compliance. Wealth creation is all about covenant compliance. Since this is not a church issue, I will not spend too much time on that. But let me tell you something. In this world, you are either in the secret cult or you are in the secret place. Everybody is using something. Everybody. Just be sure that what you are using is the right one. Because if you are not using something, somebody is using something against you. So, if you like, be arguing about tithes, be arguing about first fruits. All the tithes you refuse to pay, where are they now? You are still poor. If 90% did not change your life, the 10% will not make a difference. But when you give God his rightful place, it will cause things to work in your favor, and it will remove evil far from you. So I pray that all that I have shared with you today, the grace to walk in it will rest upon you.